What up, everybody? It's your boy, DJ Jay Mathis, along with your other host, DJ Jay Rock Andi. And today we have a special guest. We have DJ Dilemma from Seattle. What's up, DJ Dilemma?
What's going on, guys?
Well, one thing we want to talk about is what is it that you do in Seattle? Tell us about yourself.
Well, me, I actually started DJing in the 80s. I started off as a mobile DJ. I kind of did that for a long time. I actually started learning about weddings and stuff like that. And then I moved on to, doing other things. Like, actually, I took a little bit of break to work on cars and stuff, about 4 years. And then I came back and started doing clubs heavy. And then I was still doing a little bit of mobile. And then I started doing radio. And it just progressed to, everything else, like, radio, clubs, events, anything I can get my hands on pretty much.
Right. Okay, yeah, I see that. I follow you on YouTube, and it's a lot of videos you do. Actually, all your videos you do, I love it. And one thing I noticed is you have a studio full of turntables.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of a hoarder when it comes to stuff like that. But I'm definitely big into the scratch community. We have a once a month event here that's called the Scratch Lounge. And it's every first Thursday of the month. Shout out to the group text that they put it on. And basically, it's like a it's like a bowling night for DJs. We all come out there. We all session together. We all trade techniques. And the biggest role I have in that is most of the time, I'm playing the beats for all the scratchers, and I'm creating beats, and I'm, doing stuff. So, I keep the ball rolling, keep all the scratchers guessing, keep them all so that they're entertained pretty much. And then, the other aspect of my videos is, besides doing like life vlogs and everything, me and the homies, we put together a group called the Northwest Portablists, which is up there. And basically what it is we want to educate and share people the new, technology. Actually, it's a new thing where we've taken these little portable turntables and we put a fader on it. This one's got an innovator in it.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's got an innovator. It's all customized. I got a bunch of them here in my studio too that, and basically we want to show people how fun it is to get back to the basics of scratching.
How much does a setup like that cost?
Well, so you can start out with, a Newmark turntable, which is like $100, and then a fader, which can go anywhere from $50 to $150, depending on what kind you want. If it's got innovator, it's Bluetooth, they just got different prices. And then, records are like, $10 to $25 for, scratch records for that. And we got guys like in my group, it's me and my homies. It's me, we got DJ J Flex, we got DJ Joints, and DJ Flip the Script. We are there pounding it out every day, trying to get ideas to show people what this is about. We throw events, in the summer and springtime, and basically it's about going outside and taking it to its basics and just scratching everywhere. There's free apps on the cell phones that, like Table Beats and stuff where you can play beat while you're scratching. So all you have to do is concentrate on your practicing of scratching.
Yeah, I seen that. I saw that. I actually was amazed by it. I like the way you guys pull together.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, judging by what I've seen of your lab, you are you prefer turntables over controllers, correct?
So it just depends on what it is. I mean, I'm not with this turntable versus controller thing. It just depends on the situation. If I'm going to do a big show, like if I'm going to DJ a big event, where it's like a concert or whatever, I want turntables in front of me because I'm used to it and I can do tricks better. But if I'm going to do a wedding or whatever, nobody really cared. And the ease of setting up a controller, because I have a Pioneer SX2, ease of putting that together. I mean, I could put that together in 5 minutes, whereas you have to set up like your Serato and everything with turntables. I'd rather, for mobile gigs, I just rather use a controller.
Okay.
Yeah, that's deep. Well, when did you get into scratching? I ask because a lot of people, because they believe, oh, I'm gonna get me some turntables, or whether it's a controller, and I'm going to scratch. They think this is what all DJs do. Jay Rock and myself was just having a discussion to where, as a DJ, they think we just come there to play music. They don't understand the skill set that we try to upon ourselves to
Right.
make these events live. So how did you become a scratch DJ?
Well, originally I'm from San Francisco. So before I moved to Seattle in high school, I was down there, and it's very heavily scratch based down there. It's always been, because Cubert, Mixmaster Mike, all those guys are from down there. And I've always loved watching, trying, compared to a lot of the people I'm around, they're way ahead of everything, I'm not the worst scratcher, I'm not the best scratcher, but these guys really go in, and it's like anything else. It's like learning the alphabet. And the more letters the more you can speak. And it's always interested me, and it's always it adds a flair to when you're mixing. I mean, I don't scratch heavy, but I still scratch during my mobile events. Because it adds a little bit of sense of, wow, the DJ is doing something.
Right.
So I've always done it since like the 80s. And it's always been a passion, but I didn't start scratching really hard until or practicing a lot until all of this, like the scratching came back around, so it was like, remember we Scratch Lounge started in like maybe 7 years ago, and it reignited the fire, because
You guys been going strong with it. 7 years, that's consistency right there.
And like us as the Northwest Portablists, we just started last year, and we're already doing big things, and we're getting hit up all over as a group, because we're like brothers. We just do it together, and it's fun to bounce back off of each other. Just like tonight, the guys are coming over, and we're gonna have a Sunday night session. We're just gonna go in and have fun,
Yeah, I saw your videos. You guys, they come over, you talk DJ, you do DJ things, and then you have a good meal.
Yeah. DJs are all about food, right? So when we can get it, right? So we all pitch in and, bring some good food and eat before we start sessioning.
That's awesome.
That's how it's supposed to be. So, if you don't mind, for the people that are watching or may watch, what name brand turntables do you have? Do you know them all?
So I have at least a turntable of every brand, I think, because I have like a bunch of 1200s. I have some Vestac turntables. I have some Newmark turntables. I'm just kind of looking around the room. I have Stanton turntables, and they're all pretty much set up everywhere. So I figure you got to use them, or else they don't. They just sit there.
What's your favorite turntable to scratch on right now?
For me, I like the aside from having fun with the portables, I like the Vestax, the PDX 2000, I think it is, just because the torque's really high. Everybody has a preference, though. Everybody likes something different. I know a lot of guys that will only use like 1200s still. The age is different, and with technology, since we're doing a lot of computer stuff, you can scratch on anything, man.
Right. I want to give a quick shout out to Trilogy Productions, Brian.
What's up, Brian?
He just joined us. He's on the channel watching right now. He deals with some turntables himself. He actually deals with a controller too, So he loves his 1200s. So we're going to have him on the show one time. And I think that's one of the reasons he tuned in, is because of the scratch session. Now, we have another DJ, but he can't make it for another hour and a half, 2 hours. Man, these times. if we can stretch it, we're gonna stretch it. If not, you know, we just gonna have to catch up another time. It is what it is.
That's because we on West Coast though.
We over here East Coast, and it's 6:15 our time, and it's only 3:15.
Yeah.
Y'all just not waking up. We about to have dinner.
What I was saying, I'm just like having lunch before this. So
yeah, we got Donnie G in the house from the group, and if I know I didn't mention it, but Warren and Jay Rock and myself, we are from a group on Facebook, YouTube DJs. It's a group created by DJs for DJs, same as this channel, and everyone in this group, I believe, to be a set of elite DJs. And Trilogy Productions, if you see, he's still a member of the group, even though he canceled his personal Facebook page. He's still a member. He's always going to be a member. Donnie G, and I'm gonna have a conversation with Donnie G too, man. Donnie G, he be doing it, man. He just picked up a SAG gig at Sky Zone, and he be up there.
Wow.
Watching the videos, man, doing this thing. DJ Royale just joined us also. What's up, Royale? You all right, brother? And so if anybody here watching, you got any questions for Warren or J Rock or myself, anything about turntablism, scratch it, anything, just put it up there and we'll answer it to the best of our abilities. Well, what radio station, Warren, are you working?
So right now I am on Hot Jams Radio. I've been it's a FM station here in Seattle, and basically it's evolved. It used to be a hip hop radio station, and it's kind of gotten different general managers over the time. So now it's kind of a open format kind of station. I'm actually the mix show director, and I have a Throwback Thursday show on at noon Pacific time, and I'm also on Friday nights. But I've been in radio since 2003, and the game's changed so much because I used to have to go into the station like all the time just to get my radio shows done, and now I do them all in my studio.
Oh wow, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Technology is something else, isn't it?
Technology.
Yes, I can honestly say I watched more than a few of your blogs, man. And I myself, I love what you're doing. And it's just like, soon as you joined our Facebook group, YouTube DJ, I seen your crew on the news out of Seattle tailgate.
Yes. Or unfortunately, we lost to your team, Jay. But
hey, Jay, what's your team?
Well, I'm originally from Detroit. Now I'm in Atlanta, so I got two teams. So, the Seattle, they put out Detroit. Warren and myself was on the phone. He was trying not to brag about it, but he brought it. So then he was like, we play Atlanta next. I said, okay, we'll see. So, yesterday, I got a text from him saying congratulations.
Yeah, because you guys beat us with our backup quarterback that we let go. So I was like,
oh.
Yeah. He wanted to teach y'all a lesson. That's what it was.
Oh, dang, like that.
Now with turntables, I was on the fence about getting the Reloop 8000s, and now I see Denon got some new turntables coming out. It's like, what are your thoughts on the Reloop 8000s as it relates to scratching and overall DJ performance?
Well, since you're using Serato or whatever DVS people want to use, for me, I don't find it that difficult as long as the pitch stays on time, because your needle's not going to skip because of relative mode. You're not gonna have problems with it. Like the old 1200s, they have a ground wire which could cause you problems, whereas all the new ones are all digital out. So whether you go Reloop, whether you go, the new Denon, they're all digital out. It's going to be the same pretty much. It's just what you want to spend and what features you want. So.
Okay. Shout out to DJ Buster B. He also just joined us. Now, speaking of DJ Buster B and Royale, I followed them. Actually, Buster B is the one who I followed and got me into facades. But I watched enough of their videos, and Royale he got a nice setup, a couple of setups of some 1200s that I'm trying to have him send me in the mail.
Ooh, you trying to cop that?
Yeah. But I think, what do you think about the new Dennis? Have you had a chance to look at that new Dennis turntable coming out?
I did, and really the thing that makes them flashy is the halo around the platter. Everything else is pretty much standard, man. I mean, I'd like to see him perform in like a big like concert setting or something to see the feedback on him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same when Pioneer came out with they 1000s, and they had issues at the beginning, but anything, it's a possibility coming out with some type of issue. But Pioneer quickly corrected that issue.
Right.
Those 1000s are selling like hotcakes, and and now they just did the 500s.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
Yeah, I want to check the 500s. If I'm correct, it's going about 350, 400.
That's not too bad. That's not bad at all.
Especially if it has a good torque.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I feel that you should be able to DJ on anything that's in front of you so much that like I bring old Stanton straight 100s to gigs a lot of times if I'm going to bring turntables because I don't want my 1200s getting beat up, and it works fine. I mean, actually, there's an ultra pitch on it, so I can tweak it even better. So, I'm just like, I'm from the old school where I started with a Radio Shack, no crossfader mixer. With the dials going like this to tell you your volume meter. And two belt-driven turntables that had different like knob pitch controls. And
you have not DJed until you've DJed on belt drive turntables.
Yeah, for real. And my whole thing is, if you're gonna rock a party, you're gonna rock a party. So you can get what you want, and it's all about personal feel nowadays. But
it's a lot of people out here, and we don't know the truths. Anyone can tell us what they want to tell us, but it's a lot of DJs who says, "Yeah, I prefer CDJs or controllers over turntables," and vice versa. Now, me myself, when I had a set of 1200s, I called myself getting up with the times. I left 1200s, grabbed some CDJ 800s, sold one of those, but now it done did a 360. Now I want me another set.
Oh yeah.
You know what I want? I want those new Denon media players.
Those suckers.
Just, I might not ever take him to a gig, but I just want him because he's so pretty.
I would say that if I ended up getting a set of them new Denon players, which is a very good possibility, because I believe in Denon. I done had the Denon 3500s and the Denon 5000s. I done had them CD decks and other moving platters, and I never had a problem with them. And when I posted that post about the new Denon lineup, Chuck Lamar said and a couple other people, I think they commented and said they don't have faith in Denon. Denon is not a low-level company.
No,
they're not.
Everybody have equipment that mess up, and they have to, change some things. Just like everybody know, right behind me is the SX, but everybody know I rock my weddings with the SZ, DDJ SZ. And when the SZ came out, and I had the first one, I promise you I had the first one in the United States because I was at Guitar Center like open. I was going to pre-order because Guitar Center only had it online as pre-order. And I went to my Guitar Center, said, damn, I'm talking to customer service. And the dude I deal with, when you go to these stores, they get to know you when you constantly go to the same store. He was like, hey, they just shipped us 2 of them. What are we going to put on display? You want the other one? I said, give it here. Give it here. I was just straight up happy. But I regret selling my 1200s. That's to the point of everything. I regret it. I want it back. You know what I'm saying? And I looked at the PLX 1000s. I looked and with them Denon decks, Jay Rock. I have a lot of faith in them. Now, how they play, I can't wait to see, man. They got a couple of videos on YouTube. I got to see them. They sharp. But Andi Mac did. You remember last year at NAMM, he was messing with that Dennet controller, and that sucker's a beast. It's actually bigger than the SX.
The 8000 MCX 8000. Was that the one?
7,000 and the 8,000.
Yeah, 7, and the 7 is actually the newer one.
Yes, the 8,000 first, then they did the 7, which supposed to be a build down from the 8,000. They did a baby brother to the 8,000.
Okay.
But they both look dope, and I take Andy's word on a lot of things, man, and I believe in them. Let me go to a couple of comments.
Well, before you get into a couple comments, let me just add to that with the new data decks and the reloops and everything. I just, all these new decks are out, and the only thing I really question is the longevity of the motors. Because my 1200s, I still have a set that I'm still currently using from 1990, and they still work like they're brand new.
Wow.
So, we won't know until over time. But with all these new decks, if you're beating on them, how long will they last? That's my question.
True.
That's true, but that's just like when I purchased the SZ, and as much as it cost, everybody remember that price, $2,000, and that's before taxes.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me at Guitar Center, he said, "You want the pro coverage?" And I said, "How much is the pro coverage?" I think it was like $300. I said, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I learned my lesson. I always buy that coverage now. I learned my lesson.
Yeah, so it's if when you invest into yourself like that, that's the better option. So along with the new items, all I can say is get them from a place. Don't look for the Den Index on eBay if it's not a well-named store, because you got IDJ Now on eBay and they're good. Everyone know who they are. But other stores that you can't get to, that will probably send you to run around if something happens, don't deal with them. Just save your money, pay that little extra few dollars, go to a hometown place, buy what you want. If you have an issue, take it right back to it.
Man, you said IDJ Now. You almost made me jump out of my chair. I ordered I very seldom buy like online, big stuff. I ordered a set of moving heads, 355Zs from IDJ Now, and I paid extra for the ship them so I can have them Friday for Saturday. So they showed up. I'm doing an unboxing. I open the box and it's an empty case with no moving heads in it.
Oh,
wow!
And
that's why you gotta film these unboxings now, because it's proof right there.
Yeah. So you know what? And it's sad that happened, because I actually have faith in them. I know quite a few people who went through them, and IDJ Now will cut the price. That's one thing I know they do.
I can't get them to do that neither. They won't price match or nothing for me. I'm like, what? Y'all don't like me?
I ain't gonna say no names, but that cat who I spoke of about, hating videos and stuff, they went and
who already gave us one thumbs down. We already got one already.
Yeah, before we even started. We had a day before we went live. Ain't that a shame? I have faith in them, but real quick, let me go back to some of these comments real quick.
Yeah.
I guess when we were talking about football, DJ Royale, go back, and I guess Atlanta got down this week, so we will see DJ Royale.
Royale.
Yes, and he also stated that he started with the Gemini Drive belt turntables. And I think back then, Gemini, I know if you go as far back as I do, and I know you two do.
Gemini was like
top of the line back
then. It was dope. I had some Gemini belt drives.
Belt drives with a big 19-inch pyramid mixer that had like sound effects from Atari, those Atari video games. Man, those were dope, man.
Look, at our age, and you DJ way far back from where we did, it's 2 mixers you have to start off with. Pyramid. No, it's 3. Pyramid, Realistic, and Radio Shack.
Yeah, you know what? And that new mark with the sampler on it.
Yeah.
They had that one. I had that one with the sampler.
Yes.
4 seconds is all you can get.
Royale won't offer me a set. How much is that set, Royale? Yeah. I want to see. Now he won't offer me a set. Many times I done asked him send me a set of stuff. He said he got a set I can get. But it's crazy on how the technology has taken over the industry. And I'm not knocking anyone about their hustle, but I have to be honest. You know, a lot of people typically they skip the turntable, they skip the controllers. Now with power speakers, they want to come out, plug up their laptop, and call themselves a DJ when they haven't studied and worked as hard as we have. You know what I'm saying? And as much as we put down on this, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, Jay Rock, he's a team with his wife as far as DJing go. Me, my wife, we're not no team in DJing, but she's always go with me. And the one thing I told her is never ask me what I spend on my kids. Your jaw would drop.
You know what? I got the opposite problem. DJ be love be like, I want this, and I want it now. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna argue.
You and I wouldn't even argue with it.
It's like,
You're not even argue with it. Look, I seen something you posted on Facebook the other day about what you wanted for your birthday.
what was that?
That was it Aki?
Yeah, man, I had an MPC 4000 and I messed around and sold it. So I'm getting the MPC, the new one they got, the MPC X. I gotta get it for my birthday in March, man.
Man, that's a monster. It's a monster for real. You know, and I gotta give shouts out to a lot of these companies, man. You know, I'm a Pioneer fanatic now. I am. You know, I just love Pioneer. And as far as my lighting go, is my top choice is always Chauvet. Sorry, ADJ is overpriced and overrated to me. I like them, but Chauvet is my number one go-to.
It's funny, right? I think the other day I posted, I was going through my inventory list, and in 2016, we sold every ADJ light we have in our inventory, except for a Revo 4. Which I'm still trying to sell.
Well, I don't have a problem with ADJ.
Me neither. I was like, they just sold.
They just have to make me more of a believer. And what Chauvet is doing right now with their lighting, it totally amazes me. You know what I'm saying? You know, what's that Joker that racist?
Mike, yeah.
He's an ADJ supporter, and I'm like, and he's spending $1,000 on on all these each individual light or more. And I don't have a problem. Chauvet got a lot of high price lights, but I love their quality of the lights that they hold, and it just amazes me. Off subject again. People was commenting, y'all, so I got to read the comments real quick. Donnie G said he had the great Radio Shack mixer with the VU meter. Oh yeah, the VU meter. And Royale says he still have his Radio Shack. Royale, come on. Oh, you running with the SL box. Yeah. Brian from 30G Production says he regrets selling his MPC 60 and his ASR 10.
And then the ASR 10.
I want the ASR bad.
Man, that thing was a studio staple.
Yeah, with the zip drive to it too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And
if you guys finish
I've converted out of all of that. I've been able to when I do production now. I do a lot of beats, and I want an MPC back. That's what I want.
Man, it's like baby boy. In my studio, I had Warren. I think you could appreciate this. I had everything made up: MPC 4000, an NV 8000, a Yamaha XS, a Triton, and a Roland Phantom, all MIDI'd and time clocked in the Pro Tools.
Nice. Very nice. You know, I know that they fixed it now, but what bothered me with Pro Tools was render time.
Yeah.
I did a radio mix show in Pro Tools, it was like an hour radio show and an hour of render time. And when I switched to Ableton, it was instant. And I was like, yes.
See, it's funny. I'm a huge Cubase head, and so I prefer Cubase, but I use Pro Tools because people, the marketing was like, I want marketing like Pro Tools. People just saying your names in a song and everybody wanting to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Well, it's the standard in big studios.
Yeah.
That's why.
and you got to look at it. What you pay Ableton right now. I think it's worth the money, but it's not a cheap product. When you go into, we do a lot of video. That's where we have our gig logs, our vlogs. And someone asked this in a group the other day about Roy, I believe. I think I seen him put Sony Vegas Pro. Now, my biggest issue with these high price video editing programs is for us DJs. It's like you said, Warren, the rendering time on, especially got to be YouTube. That's what it got to be. You gotta be. Anyone still can see this? We apologize for the delay. We were told that we were having a YouTube connection problem. So we'll be back in discussion in a second. So just bear with us.
Yeah, I am.
We text Brian again. That's who told me.
Yeah, looks like we're live. Looks like we're live. Yeah, we're live.
So I said I had it.
Yeah, we're live. I got good server health still. Yep, we're good.
Yeah, we just gonna keep on with the discussions. You know, we done got off of being a scratch DJ, which, you know, I remember doing. Okay, Brian just said it's back on.
Oh, nice.
I remember doing. You know, Warren, you joined in on that blend, and we have DJs, and you know who. It's my fault for judging them in a certain way. I try to just do mine simple, then you come with yours. And then Jay Rock lit his blend up, and I was like, these cats here, oh my God. You know, I was amazed. Warren just went in and just started. I'm like, really? Really, just gonna make us look stupid. Then Sokin, but you know, Jay Rock, I gotta give you mad props on your blends, brother. Mad props, you put it, but I ain't pulling any punches next time.
see, I want to be as good with the scratching as I'm okay with the blends. I want to be okay with the scratching too. And so DJ Beloved and I, we got this challenge going. And so we don't do this live on Facebook or anything, but we started doing scratch workouts. So where we doing hand exercises, trying to get our fingers limber and everything, and just starting from the basics, and that's gonna keep going. It's like
What I found really fun is that to get you guys interested and to keep going is here on YouTube. There's a bunch of Q&A videos, which is somebody behind the camera will scratch for 4 bars. They'll play a beat, scratch for 4 bars. They want you to scratch for 4 bars to answer what they're scratching to. And whether you're really doing it to them or not, it'll get your ear going so that you know what to hear for when you're practicing. And it's just fun because you're not doing it by yourself.
Wow, yeah. I can commit to that.
Trilogy says look like it's off again or something, or it's back on. Yeah,
It's a YouTube thing, man.
Yeah, YouTube seems like it's having issues because I got good bandwidth here. I got all green lights and a big green OK. That means that everything is good to go. So I think YouTube might be having some issues or something, or at least in certain markets. Because on my monitor, I got a separate computer that I use for like a preview or a monitor, and that shows everything is okay too.
Yeah.
So on your monitor, it shows it's streaming good?
Yeah.
Let me tell him restart. Not restart, but
Or refresh or something.
reload the page.
I do a lot of these live streams, and YouTube seems like the one that's always wanna act up a little.
That's too complicated, man.
Hey Warren, with that little new mark you got there, is that thing battery powered?
Yeah, so all these turntables that usually come are battery powered. Like this takes 6 D-cell batteries, but I haven't changed my batteries in like 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's just really convenient. I take one everywhere with me just so I can practice. And with this setup here, it's actually off on both sides. So when you cut, it's turned off here and it's turned off here. So you can switch what side you want, how you want to position it, or if you're hamster or regular scratching, you can do it as well.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot of options nowadays. Not like when last year when they first came out with the portable faders, you had to tell them what side you scratch with. Now things are crazy, and this is a customized innovator. This new mark here, you can buy for $100 on Amazon or $130 on Amazon, and it comes with a little scratch fader. It's called a scratch switch. It felt a little hokey to me. That's why I had to modify it and change it out. But it's still fun to practice with. This is an all-in-one unit. You can play it through the speaker and everything. You can plug in your phone and play stuff through the speaker. It's just a dope unit.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's all changed. Like I said, we have a group on Facebook called the Northwest Portablists to go with our group, and it's all education. I mean, everybody's helping each other out with these portable turntables and modifying it. A lot of guys like to take it apart, like I got a setup over there. You want to take it apart, you want to add a rechargeable internal battery, you want to add this or that. It's all done because these are it's a basic setup, you know. So it's not hard. There's not too much electronics with it. So you can just customize it.
I've noticed them growing, and probably by next week, Jay Rock will have 2 or 3 of them. I'm sure.
Look.
I've been watching them grow. You know, I've seen Iceman with his. I've seen you and your crew with y'all's.
Yeah, we got Iceman. We got him in that Northwest Portablist Facebook group, and you know, it lit a fire. Made him, you know, it makes people want to get back to the real vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. I'm already there. I don't regret buying all my digital stuff, but.
But like my portable turntable, I'll be watching football games and have the deck in front of me and the headphone in and just scratching while I'm watching the game.
So I'm gonna have to get one of those.
It's that convenient, you know. And like I said, we're all there to help if anybody wanted to join that group. It's all about the community and educating on these portable turntables, because at first everybody thought that they were toys, but now the technology's made it so they feel like real mixers. So it's cool.
So what type of needles do you use on that thing?
So back in the day, remember we were all record collectors. You had to have your records. You had to go, and all these old portable turntables, like in the cases and stuff. That's what these are. They all came with this. It's kind of a high output needle that you don't need a preamp to, so it's all internal. Needles are like $7 if you ever break it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's easy. It's, you know.
I'll subject real quick. I want to thank everybody for still tuning in. I'm getting a message from Trilogy Productions, Brian. He's saying that I told him to reload his page. He can hear us, but he can't see us. So it's a
He
YouTube
can't see.
because we are showing it live, and we got the green over here, so we don't see the problem that others may be seeing. So just stick with us, and if not, refresh your page. Keep refreshing this YouTube thing. Google just got to get better with their YouTube. But
Yep.
anyway,
It's shown on my feed, so.
Yeah, it looks live to me. It's
yeah, it can be. I don't know if they're watching it on their phones or home. Maybe it's a bad data connection. I don't know, but we're gonna keep going. We're not gonna stop because we had something similar. It didn't last this long on the last chat, and if you watch that chat, there was no cutouts. So
it's all good.
Yeah. So, but back to that turntablism. So, when did you start figuring that you want to learn the different scratch
what
tape?
you got?
Like I said, hanging out with all the scratchers right now makes me want to excel. But I've always been interested. I've even been I used to be a judge in Guitar Center battles. I've entered battles, but mostly radio DJ battles in the past, and I've just always been interested in scratching. You know, it's just something that you know you can get in and you can create your own sound. Like a lot of the scratches before we all started getting together, a lot of the stuff that I was doing was just I would just do whatever felt good at the time or whatever sounded good in front of people because I was a little scared and nervous to get into the real technical side.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging out with all these guys that are real technical sounds, like they mimic beats like into the 16th of a beat, and they're cutting them a lot. They're just scratching all day, and they're just inspiring me. And that's why DJing is still fun, because we all get together and we inspire each other.
That's true.
Fire going.
I can honestly say you, from your vlogs, you're around a good set of guys, man. And, you know, I watch them, some of them, yeah, they got some amazing skills. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I'm going to keep watching. I'm always.
Here you go.
We got a lot of
See ya.
like DMC champions that come and scratch with us. And we've had a lot of big names come in to our scratch lounge and, you know, and participate, like whenever they're in town doing a show.
Yeah.
So, you know, like it was a big thing for me when I was playing beats, and then I look up and DJ Revolution was, because he was in town doing a show, he just got up there and just started cutting, and we're like, oh, dang, look who's here. People just pop up, man, and it's fun. And now with the portablest thing, we do barbecues outside, you know, in a park, and have elaborate setups with canopies and stuff, and people just walk by and they get into it. Even if nobody's touched the turntable, we're like, here, want to try? Let them on and show them a little bit of the basics.
Right. It's Brian 22 West Trans said that Trilogy Productions said that he would love to collaborate with you on some beats, because he do that too, man. That cat, he's in his little studio. I done seen him resample a lot of things. So.
Oh yeah, and that's dope. Like on my YouTube channel, if you look at my vlogs and watch them, a lot of the beats are done by either me or some of my homies. I'm never going out on SoundCloud to go and try to take somebody's beats. I figure I'll just make my own, or I have other producers that I work with all the time, and you know, I'll just feature those on my vlogs, because it's not going to get copyright, because they're the ones that made it.
Okay. Still looking at Brian. He's saying we're good.
Okay.
See us right now.
And shout out to Brian for being the watchdog out there.
Man, that's my little brother, man, from another mother. He's been very supportive, and you can see on the other chat, he sent me this DBS Drive Rack.
That Go Rack?
Yeah, the Go Rack.
I haven't even opened up mine. I got one, and I haven't even opened the box yet, man.
Yeah, he sent it to me, man. He said, I want to send you something, and I told him, no, you ain't got to. I said, I can go get it. It's not a problem with me, you know. Cash ain't no issue. He said there's something he wanted to do for me, and he's one of the realest cats I can ever say.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, Brian is cool, and even though he shut his public Facebook page down, he still communicates with me, call me, text me, let me know what's going on with him, and we're gonna have Trilogy on the show, man. Because I don't want to spill the beans on it, but I watched what Brian has done with Trilogy, and you guys will be amazed. You know what I'm saying? It started off with him and Sean. Sean went into photography, so Brian basically had to rebuild Trilogy, and he did it. So we're gonna have him on the show very soon. He's just a cool cat, man. Mad love and respect for that guy. You know, just the same. And speaking of love and respect, you know, Warren, I already told you, you know what I'm saying, how much love and respect I got for you, and talk about the other fellas in the group, and I respect everybody up in there. It's, you know, the way we choose our guests isn't a particular order. You know what I'm saying? And Warren, to be when he was new, because he's not new. I remember him bragging he wasn't a newbie anymore.
Yeah, I'm not at the bottom anymore, man.
He's been very active, supportive, comment, everything, man. So, and like I said, this one is entitled Scratch Session. You know, we were supposed to have Sokin on, DJ Sokin, but he can't get on now. Another hour and a half, basically. So that's it. If we're still streaming, you know, hopefully we can catch him. But, you know, it's only so much we can talk about, and we don't want to go 4 or 5 hours. when
So
it's
if they're
when it's
moving it upward, yeah, no, I get it.
we may have to catch him on another edge. But
Sokin's a good cat, man.
yeah, he is. He is very, very dope, man. If y'all haven't watched him, check him out on Facebook or on YouTube, DJ Sokin, Sokin. See what he's about. The skills on the ones and twos are amazing. And same reason why we have DJ Dilemma.
Sokin got that Red Bull 3 style skill that, like, party rocking and scratching at the same time.
You know, the respect I have for him. I mean, we can go back, like you said, talk about Cuba and everybody else, but Sokin, he makes it look so easy. You know what I'm saying?
You know why? Because he's having fun with it. If everybody has fun with when they're DJing, it'll look easy too.
Yeah, so you don't try to be nervous. I'm not saying go out and try you crazy stunts in public. Go at home, be prepared to mess up until you master whatever it is you're trying to do. That's the main thing I can shout out. Get advice to. Is just work at it, man. I ain't got no scratching skills like that. I got a couple of chirps.
I got a mean baby scratch.
That's for me. That's for the growling. But
like I said, for me, I feel like in comparison to a lot of the guys I hang out with, it's known like all over. I feel like I'm a beginner because these guys are so phenomenal with what they do. I mean, you think stuff that I do is crazy. These guys are, out in another atmosphere, man. It's nuts.
Then you have to ask yourself, how long are these guys? Matter of fact, it's a question for them guys, but it also pertains to you too. How long do you sit when you by yourself and practice your scratching?
Man, I know guys that sit, 4 or 5 hours, or just sit there doing drills. I mean, it just depends how much time you got. For me, I have to allot time because I have a whole bunch of, radio shows to do, music prep to do. Then I got to edit my vlogs. Then I got a newborn baby. I got shout out to my wife and my new daughter. I just got to balance all the time. So this is why this little portable setup is so great because if I have downtime, I could be on the can. A portable setup can go with me. It doesn't matter. I could just practice a little bit here and there just to get it right.
Ain't nothing like a portable squat, I tell you. Ain't nothing like a portable squat. But the skill set is a must, man. And I don't know. Have you ever got a chance to play on the PLX 1000s yet?
I have. They feel like nothing really feels like a 1200 to me because that has a certain torque, a certain feel to it. But they do feel like a lot of the other digital turntables. Just I think a little bit more familiar because they're laid out like a 1200.
Okay.
So,
It's
and I like them. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like them a lot.
Angel Loretta, he's a member in our group. I don't know if you've seen him post a comment. He's another valuable member. He had, just like you, I think he had 3 or 4 sets of 1200s, and then he bought him a set of 1000s, and I remember him selling a set of 1200s. Said he really liked his 1000, but he's still 1200. Yeah.
Well, the advantage is the digital out. If you got the digital out, it's one less thing that could go wrong. Because the problem with the 1200s that I've always had, even if you internally ground it, if that ground pops out when you internally do it, you're in a world of hurt. Because, if it pops out, your signal goes bad.
Right, yeah.
And it was always a pain getting the ground pin connected. And
the wire's so small.
Yeah, I was like, oh, man.
We was talking, and I was telling people, back in my turntable days, and for the young cats out there that's only been doing this 5-6 years or something like that, actually a little less or whatever, and someone told me, they said, you are a true OG, because I told them, I said, man, I used to DJ on some 1200 and with some bullfrog speakers. And it was like, oh my God, you mentioned bullfrog. A lot of cats don't know about bullfrogs. Back in the day, oh my God, them things, they didn't have any bottom, but they were screaming.
Mm-hmm.
The bullfrogs were some monsters.
Oh man, those tweeters on those?
Yes.
Man.
I don't think you can even pop them because I had mine yelling. And it wasn't up until, let me see, I want to say about 3 years ago, maybe, I sold my last set of bullfrogs. Because at one point, I had, before I switched to power speakers, I had like 10 different sets of passes. I was like you say, you hoard on turntables. I was hoarding on speakers. You know what I'm saying? I was against going powered for a while. You know, like
I was against doing power until like maybe 4 years ago or 3 years ago.
that's
I
how
was that passive.
I was against. I was like, no, man, that amp go out there, you out the speaker, and that was the stuff going through my head. But it's like I said, a lot of people they want to look, and I don't want to knock people pockets or places like Guitar Center, but I would never tell anyone to go out to Guitar Center and buy some Harbingers and go do a big wedding.
No.
I'm gonna tell them if you want to get to where I'm going, because you got to have a road. You got to lead you somewhere. You want to go down this road to where you want to do backyard parties. You want to go down this road to where you want to do weddings. And I emerged to strictly weddings. I mean, I've done parties here since I've been in Atlanta, but I've done, let's say, 95% weddings, 5% parties. You know, and that's counting birthdays and sweet 16s. You know what I'm saying? I've done church events. And speaking of that, oh my God, let me tell you this. I took a new roadie. This was at a church event. And, you know, some people mentally aren't made to be a DJ. It might be in their head. I'm at this church event. It's gospel. I'm playing gospel dance music. You know, like you said, when you a DJ, you can rock anything. It's that beat up there that you're listening to. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I got this gospel song going on. We outside in the church's parking lot, and all these people are dancing around, and I turn my back, and this is a gospel song, and as soon as I turned my back, I heard, he's back there. And I almost lost it in the church parking lot. I was like, dude, did you really do that? You know what I'm saying? We're live now. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what I said to him. He has never went on another gig with me. That told me his mentality. And the sad part is, I think he was maybe 2021. But you just did that without, you know, on one of my live sets.
Mm-hmm.
At a church.
At a church.
Was it? Do you remember what song was playing? Let me find out. Was it Shirley Caesar? I got the beans and greens.
Right. Actually, I think I had I was on some Kirk Franklin at that time. I won't ever forget that. It was Kirk Franklin, and I hear chicka chicka chicka. Turn around and look at him. I think I smacked his hand. You know, I'm serious. You know, that was for me, like in disbelief. And he snatched back. I said, "Why did you do that?" You know, I was more elaborate, and I didn't raise my voice because the premises we were on. But if we were at a party, a regular party, no matter if it was clean music, dirty music, or you know, hip hop, R&B, he just got cursed out. Cause that was like, what? You know what I'm saying? It's like I do every gig as if my next gig there's a potential client.
Mm-hmm. Every gig is an audition.
Yep.
Exactly, man. Exactly, and that's the same. And back to the turntables. You know, I've had people come up and was like, "You don't have turntables, dude." And I had to explain to them, "What does that matter? Because turntables play just as good as this new stuff. If they're not better."
I honestly think that it's changed within the past like year to where everybody's got a controller for mobile. So it's more seen, more of the standard. So people walk up and they're like, wow, nice setup. As long as you don't have a little tiny controller, and it looks like a toy, it looks professional. I don't get that anymore, man. I get a lot of nice setups, and
Yeah, it's
more accepted now.
that's the difference of the SZ. The SZ, which actually the SZ, I haven't been put it side by side to the NS7 III, what Jay Rock has.
It's a bigger footprint.
Yeah. You said the 3 years?
Yeah, the SZ got a bigger footprint.
Yes, and it amazed me because originally I thought they were the same size. But in my case, my SZ is over 3 feet wide. And I'm DJing on a Grundorf 5-foot wide table. And I have this much room on each side of my table. I'm like, wow, I did not realize it was big. So it's almost like carrying turntables around.
It is.
The SZ itself is light, but when you add that case,
yeah, you got to get
the case is all the weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it got wheels, thank the Lord. But it got wheels.
The advantage of that SZ is it's got 2 sound cards in it. So 2 sound cards, 2 DJs, easy.
Yes, you tear the house down with it, and I thought about it. It's like I ain't gonna run two laptops. I said if one sound card ever go out, I might need that other side to run things. So that's an advantage in it, and I love the SZ. They came out with this SZ2, man, and it's just a waste of money to me.
It just means the SZ1 goes down in price, and I can get one.
They added 2 features: a flip and what else? A flip button.
Isn't there a flip button on the SX2?
Yes.
Because I have an SX2, and they got that one.
They added a flip and like one more thing, and they changed the effects or something. They swapped out an effect. Not enough to warrant trading it in.
No, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I spent mad money on this thing, and it's only a couple years old and still look like it's brand new.
Rocket till the wheels fall off.
Yeah,
but
it's not. You do something that make me want to say, it's time for me to upgrade to that. You know what I'm saying?
It's like they gotta fix something. They gotta improve something. Like from the NS7 II to the NS7 III. Even though Newmark don't admit this, they are 2 different machines electronically.
Mm-hmm.
The NS7 III got a new LED backplane. It got a new MIDI controller. It got a new sound card that doesn't require drivers on the Mac. Wow. It's like it's that's a totally different machine to me.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
But how does your back feel carrying that NS7 III, man? That thing's heavy.
It's
heavy.
It is lighter than carrying my 1200s I used to carry in a case.
Well, see, this is why I bring the Stanton 100s with me when I do stuff, because they're half the weight of the 1200.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, and they still have the torque, so.
But the thing is, with the setups we do, the SZ isn't even the NS7 isn't even my heaviest thing. Because by the time I bring in subs and base plates and truss and moving heads, it's just one more thing.
You're right.
Back to the comments real quick. Brian says, I guess we were talking about practicing and stuff. He said the practice is the prep, performance is the fun part. And I agree with that. And he congratulated you on your new baby, Dilemma.
Thanks, Owen.
And yeah, speaking of new stuff, back to the Denon decks, man. And the build of the SZ2, I don't think you can compare to them Denon decks. And that's my problem with that. Is that when Pioneer, they sold the company after, I purchased the SZ. They Pioneer sold the DJ line. And so everybody was talking about it. Oh man, they need to come out with some displays on it like they did the Nexus 2000s, and everybody talking about what the SZ2 gonna look like, and I think it was a bust.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see anybody buying. I mean, it's going to sell. Probably not as good as the first SZ. It's going to sell, but if they can get the first SZ cheaper, that's what they're going to go for because it's still the same thing. It's no different.
You know what I haven't seen anywhere yet? That Pioneer controller with the screen. the Rucker Box controller that does the video.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
You talking about the RX?
Yeah, the RX Z or something. They got the 3 screens on it that's touch. I played with it at DJ Expo. It feels great, but it's bigger than the SZ. It's wider. It's taller. It's, it's a tank.
Well, I think, in my opinion, Pioneer, I ain't gonna say we screwed that one up, but I think they went the wrong route. You know, Record Box is a nice program.
They made it Record Box only.
Yeah, and I think that's their flaw in that.
Yeah.
It's a Record Box, and you know, I'm Serato. I'm straight Serato right now, and I'm not about to switch to Record Box. And for a moment, Record Box was at a certain price. Then they offered it for free. I think I got a notification to download Record Box for free since I own a Pioneer SZ.
Mm-hmm.
And I still haven't done it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to convert. Now, if Warren, this is a conversation that you may have missed out on that I don't even think we went live with it. But as far as I'm Serato, like I said, but Virtual DJ 8 Pro is amazing compared to Serato. It's murdering Serato in a lot of factors right now. You know, I have it. A lot of people are like, I'm not spending $300 for Virtual DJ. It's worth more than $300.
And the sound card on that is better than the old Virtual DJs? And
they went amazing on it. As a matter of fact, let's go here.
See, here's the problem that I had, like, with a whole bunch of different software. Even, like, Serato DJ. I didn't fully convert. Ooh, what just happened?
That's me.
Oh, okay. I didn't convert fully for Serato DJ until just recently because the lag time when you are doing little scratches, like if you barely move the deck, it wasn't registering on Serato before. Yeah. And now they fixed all of the lag and it works great. Virtual DJ, it doesn't have the right feeling when you're on turntables.
Exactly, but see, that's the same thing. Like I was explaining to Jimmy, as you're looking at my screen, the waveforms, even though they gave you an option to change your waveform, you know, it's more of a kid waveform to me. And
that kind of looks like a kid's toy to me.
It is, but the features that it have, and this is on the MacBook I just got, so I don't have everything set up yet. I just downloaded it, never touched it. But you know, I had a karaoke gig the other day. And I know Serato uses, they're now doing karaoke files, but what I can do with Virtual DJ, with karaoke, is amazing. Like, you see this box right here? You have options, man, to, let's see. That's a side list. You can set up all types of things.
Damn, you getting into karaoke hard or what? Because karaoke to me is like a party killer.
No. I just have karaoke files because by me having TVs, I get asked for it. You know, if they order my TV package, if they want to do karaoke, they book a DJ package first. But I didn't have nothing going on. The lady had a birthday party going on, and so she was like, she tried to get me to do it with karaoke prices, and I told her no. I said, because what you're trying to get is a DJ. So, you know, I had to talk her up on the price, but she still went with me. But you have options, man, to just do whatever you want with it. Let me see. I'm trying to remember how to do this. I got to do this one I ain't mess with so much. I don't even know what that is. It's new. It's just updated. Oh, here we go. Karaoke. See that right there?
Yeah.
Let me go to this folder. I guess it don't matter. I can take a song, drag it over here, and double click it. Double click it right here. And I can type in anybody's name. And so on the screens, when that song is up, before I hit play, their name is showing on the computer screen and shows who's next. You know, the built-in portion of the karaoke file is amazing.
Yeah, that's kind of dope.
So if I picked, let me see, I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna take this folder. I'm gonna put it all over there. So what happens is I can take, turn that on. Let me see. You see this background music, auto mix? If I click on this, I will go over here to auto mix. I drag another folder in there. Let's say the theme of this part, like the one I just did, was disco. I put my whole disco folder right here. So when you get up there, you singing this song, and it goes off, it's gonna automatically play a song from that folder without me touching it until the next person is up. It's just like they built their karaoke system so much better than like
it's good. It's good for karaoke DJs then,
exactly. That's the better way to put it. Now, me, I'm not a karaoke. I'm not a KJ because that's not enough money for me.
Yeah.
To be a KJ. That's just the truth.
What's the going rate for KJs right now?
125 to 150 for 3 hours.
Jeez, that's it?
Yeah. Nope, I'll stay home.
Yes. So it's not just not. What they do with me is they book me for a DJ. They add the TVs, which is an additional price. And with the TVs, if you say, okay, it's 6 o'clock, play some karaoke, that's what I'm going to do for them. But they paying that DJ price and that TV price, add-on price. So I'm going to do whatever my clients want. But you're not going to just get me to just do karaoke.
Right. And you can upsell your speakers, you can upsell your lights, you can upsell everything, right?
Like I told the lady, you're going to pay my minimum price for a DJ. You know what I'm saying? That's just my minimum price, and that's just what it is. So I don't know what my price was for what she wanted, and it worked out for her. Worked out for me too, but it worked out for her. And I got what I wanted because I try to tell everyone, I don't let my clients dictate my price. I don't let them dictate my price and this and that. Now, off subject. See, this is something new, Jay Rock. I just got a notification about it. I ain't messed around with it yet. But now these buttons, now you can set hot cues. It's
custom.
Yeah, it's something. They got some display like the pads on the SX and the SZ and the Newmark. They got a new pad feature that I haven't even added. I seen that when I downloaded this the other day onto this laptop. I said, oh, they done added a pad feature, which I'm not going to do this. This right now, it's for if I want to do karaoke, and it's more or less of a, I ain't going to even say backup since I got 2 Macs, but it's also still a backup. You know what I'm saying? So on this, I have, Serato, and I have Virtual DJ 8 Pro.
So this is a good segue into something. What do you guys think of video DJing? Do you guys do it?
Yeah, that's why I do.
Yeah, we do it.
Mainly, yeah, because I never got into video DJing. Even when I did clubs that have video things, I'll put an image up or something. I never truly got into it because I'd rather have people look at me at what I'm doing. I'm hired to do something different too. I'm just asking.
I can only speak for here in Atlanta because the people here in Georgia are a lot different from the people in Detroit. And because I can honestly say Detroit parties a lot harder, a lot better. Mm-hmm. Georgia is a little bit shy. Georgia is a trap music state. So, as I explained a lot, it's like Sweet 16s. If I did a Sweet 16 in Detroit, as soon as I hit play, floor gets packed. Here in Georgia, boys over here, girls over here. An hour before the party's over with, everybody's on the dance floor. And it's, as a DJ, when we have an audience or a crowd, we don't really enjoy it unless we see them enjoying themselves. You know what I'm saying?
But nowadays, them enjoying themselves is being on their cell phone like this or...
Delphi, yeah.
I was like,
I was going to say, more people are on the dance floor looking at their cell phones than actually dancing.
Yes.
The kids even know how to dance? Come on, man.
Yeah, that's just the thing, though, man. That's just how they do things now. But it's the evolvement of the whole scenario of what to expect. Because I knew moving here to Georgia. One, I knew, okay, my clientele is gone. I'm going to build my clientele up. And then I didn't instantly go into DJing, so my equipment sat for probably about 3-4 months I was here. I said I want to get in the scene and see what they're doing. And I seen it. I thought, man, this ain't nothing different. You know, the music, as Jay Rock and I just spoke of, is a little slower because Detroit had a very fast paced music setup. Let me see. I don't even know if I'm trying to do something, y'all. Let me go back to the screen share again. I'm gonna have that. Let me go back to the screen share. So I'm gonna pull the DJ back up to my folder. You see, this folder is called Detroit Fast Mix. This is, I don't even know if y'all gonna be able to hear this, but I'm gonna try. Can y'all hear that?
yeah.
You see this? This ain't gonna change. That's why I told you, Jay Rock, it's not cool. Detroit created twerk music. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they were doing before. It was dancing on that beat, and the females get out there and they're shaking their tail. You know, that's just the truth. You know, let me see. I'm gonna show you another one. This is one of my favorites, though. One of my favorites.
You ball headed, you proud of it, just get on the dance floor. You ball headed, you proud of it, just get on the dance floor. You ball headed, you proud of it, just get on the dance floor.
Yeah, that's Detroit music right there, man.
So I gotta take a trip to Detroit to get some of that.
Yeah, that's a good thing, man. I just contacted my buddy. I said, "What's new out there? What's new?" And famous one, man. If I had this playing right now in this studio and I turned it up, my wife tell her, "Look, I'm on camera." She come down, he dancing. It's her favorite song. See, and that's what they did. That Godzilla sound, they made it a mix. And
Yeah, Godzilla, they cut up the Godzilla soundtrack.
Yeah, it's just, but that's the pace, man. You see me messing with the pitch because, I mean, regular, it may still sound good, but I don't even know what that is. Oh, how did I get some Aerosmith over there? What did I do?
That's your autoplay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did drag that photo over there. But that's it. That's what Detroit is about. That's just what, and it's so live to them, and it's like I said, it was like that with me growing up, fast music. I mean, yeah, the music has changed, but
Like I was telling you before, I've been to Detroit, so yeah, I can see it and be crazy over it. crazy over it down there.
Very. You go. That's why I'm saying, if you can do an event in Detroit and you go out with that mixed music like that, you would not see an empty floor at all. You will not. So it's like, speaking of C. Smith, and you said he played his music fast, that's Detroit. And a lot of people they probably look at it, now I don't want to take nothing away from the dude's DJing skill, but they probably look at him like, man, his parties be loud. It can be the boldest ass DJ, excuse my French, but it can be the boldest DJ playing that music, the floor is going to get packed. They love music.
Wow.
It's not so much of sitting down there, I'm trying to be the coolest with my pants down on my ankles or nothing like that. No, the fools with the pants down to the ankles still out there on the floor.
Getting it.
They doing what they got to do. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. And coming here, I really missed that experience. Now, I've had some good parties here, some good weddings, stuff like that, but it's nothing like Detroit. It's like when I seen Dilemma out there on the news at the tailgate, I'm sitting here like, man, Dilemma doing it like that? I didn't know what I know about him now. So, because even then, he said when we had the Super Bowl, because I was living in Detroit then, when we had the Super Bowl in Detroit, and Seattle played the Steelers, his radio station flew up there, and I'm like, wow. We done passed each other, dude, because I was downtown. We done passed each other, and now look at us. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing on what this journey of being a DJ, where it would take you.
Yeah. And see, that's why I don't do a whole lot of mobiles. I mean, I do some weddings, but I try not to do too much because you're booked out so far ahead of time. For me, if opportunity knocks where I could do something that's really big, and I have a wedding, I'm not going to cancel the wedding because I've never canceled on a person ever. I'm going to do it, but then in the back of my mind, I mean, I've done so many different types of gigs where, sometimes I can't just see my whole summer being booked.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Well,
I'm not doing mobiles full time either. So, I have a day job. I have the radio station where, so it's not going to hurt me too much.
Yeah.
Not like people that do it and that's their business. Like Jay Rock does it, all the time, right?
Yeah, but that's not his business. You know what? Even me, man. Last year.
Well, I know you driving, so
Yeah, last year was my best year here in Georgia, and I didn't even count the ones I turned down. But it got to the point of where I was telling my wife, I ain't letting DJing go. I was like, I might have to let the job go because this is killing me. I'm tired, putting my hours there, coming home, prepping for the wedding, because these playlists, and Warren, you may be lucky off this. J Rock can probably relate a little more. The playlists that these people are giving us for these weddings are ridiculous.
Oh no, I do. I probably do 8 weddings. 8 weddings in the summertime. I like to do corporate gigs more, but the weddings, when I get those playlists, man, sometimes I just feel
I've gotten, it upsets me. I've got an 80-something song playlist, and I literally had to call and tell them, say, look, I said, I don't mean no disrespect, but to give me a list this long, you might as well
and give me 15 songs.
15, 20 songs.
Give me 15 songs so I can get a feel for what you like.
Yeah.
Then I got it from there.
2017, it's in my contract.
Well, half the time you don't use those playlists anyways because you kind of got a feel for what they like. And you don't need to use them because you know where they want to go.
Except for one wedding we did. When I say she gave us a playlist of 22 songs, she did not want to hear no other songs.
Oh, yeah.
Those same 22 songs the whole night. And guess what? Her family danced to them same 22 songs. I tried to throw the wobble in there, and the people did the wobble, and she came over to me and was like, you can get back to the list.
Wow. I would have pre-made mixes for that. Like,
I was like, if I had a note, I was like, I would have just record and put the 45-minute thing on loop or whatever.
mm,
But so now it's like we do a better job at qualifying our brides and grooms now. So
Donnie G in the comments said he loves the Detroit hip hop. Yeah, he knows who Jay Dilla is. So, but it's I want to say an acquiring taste. But see, that's just like our blend session.
mm-hmm.
As much Detroit beats as I have, I didn't want to use any of them. But J Rock, just that last, I said I'm gonna have to just, I'm gonna crack some heads. That beats, J Rock be having that beat. I'm like, man. So, and that's just off topic because I'm reading Donnie G's.
Oh man, big ups Donnie G. Rest in peace, Jay Dilla, man, for real.
Yeah.
They're all hip hop heads, so he knows.
Johnny D was, Johnny D. Donnie G was like you when he was added to the group.
Mm-hmm.
The man was very responsive, commenting on this, commenting on that, and I don't know, I don't remember, but he didn't see me chin checking Mike Sanchez a few times on comments. Mike is a hater. He want to play that I'm different outside of the social media. No, you the same person. Are you gonna be nice outside of social media, but you're mean on the inside of it? But Donnie always commented, man, and I'm watching this guy, and he was posting videos, and that dude Mike, he kind of chased a lot of people away. You know what I'm saying? I'm still friends with a lot of them on Facebook, but a lot of people left because of him. We don't deal with attitudes. You know what I'm saying? And I let that go on long enough. So people's happy that he's gone. I'm happy that he's gone.
all right, check it out. I got a request. Before we hop off this call, I see a Newmark portable thing over there. Can you do a little jigga for us?
I can't really move my computer enough to like get it over, like to have it set. Let me see what we can do because it's very awkward. Yeah, I don't know if I can scratch sitting down in this squat.
Yeah, we see it fine.
It's a little, I can't really get the thing, but you get it. So you can cut off on this side, or you can even. I'm not hamster, but I'm just saying it cuts off on both sides. But I should have set up a little better so I can have a beat to rock to. I don't know if you can hear that.
Yeah.
But I wish I had. Like,
We get the gist. We get the gist of it.
Yeah. It's kind of hard having it set up like this, but you can kind of see. But yeah, wish I could show you around a little bit better. Next time I'll have to figure this out because this is my first live stream on YouTube. But set up the camera so I can actually take you around, the studio and show these portable turntables.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I just messaged Sokin. Told him we got to get him on another time. You know what I'm saying? So we still looking at, let's see, 5:30. So what is it, hour?
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to catch him on another chat session. Have him do his stuff. But it's reading Brian's comment. Dilemma: which scratch was the most difficult for you to learn back in the day?
Back in the day, it's still, the variations of all the flares. It's always something because I'm not used to the open fader scratch technique. you know, I still need to brush up and do stuff like that. But all the variations of the flares is, yeah, it gets to me.
And speaking of that, we didn't even touch bases on who inspired you.
Who inspired? Well, one of my favorite DJs is Mixmaster Mike. You know, and then I have a lot of local like guys that I'm just around. You know, like in the club scene and everything. There's a lot of guys that come out of Seattle that inspire me. I kind of take things with different things. We've had a lot of big DJs come out of Seattle, like the Red Bull 3 style champ, 4 Color Zach. He's dope. We got DJ Scene that's in Vegas now. He's a big DJ. He's done a lot of things. I got a lot of, you know, what really inspires me the most is when I'm with somebody and they're doing something and I'm like, yeah, there we go. It's making me want to step up my game. You know, so there's a lot of Bay Area DJs like Shortcut, and you know, and like I've even gotten to, you know, be at weddings here in Seattle where like Rob Swift was here. You know, just those. I've got pictures with that. You know. And like I said, I like to document everything. So it's like I got pictures and video with everybody I've been with. So it's kind of cool.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I did this, I really wanted to make it so that like I'm not stuck just locally. I wanted to be able to network with everybody, you know, around the country or even in different countries. So I've met a lot of people, made a lot of friends in the DJ community, because the OG DJs that have been doing it and have been doing it on a high level, that community is really small, man. So, and I feel blessed to have, you know, dabbled in it a little bit.
Okay. I'm having a text message conversation with Sokin right now.
Sokin, come on, Sokin.
Right. I messaged him, told him we are gonna catch him next time. So I don't know. He probably want to get home and get cleaned up. I just asked him, do he want to wait to another chat? Let's see what he say. It'd be nice to get him on.
Yeah, worst case scenario, we might be able to fire it up later and maybe squeeze in a second show.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna see what he say now. Wait on his response. But do you guys in Seattle? Well, I know you do. How is the scratching? Because I know you said you met Iceman in Seattle, correct?
Right. Iceman's actually from a town that's like probably an hour and a half away from where I am, so it's all close. We all meet up at certain places, and you know it's cool. He's gotten into the portable scene, and you know when we throw these events, because we throw these barbecues out in parks and stuff, I'm sure he'll be out there.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of cats in that group that I wish.
Oh, that was dope.
I was gonna say his ringtone, man, is perfect.
Oh, that's y'all caught that, huh? Yeah, he said he's about to take a shower, so we catch him another time. But yeah, on to the other things.
But I mean, here in Seattle, we've got a pretty strong DJ community. I mean, not just the scratch DJs. I'm in a group where it's just local club DJs, and I'm in that group, and I'm a moderator on that group too. And you know, we all get together for like Christmas parties or help each other get gigs, or you know, and try to keep the community tight.
That's how it's supposed to be, man. A brotherhood. It's like too many people fussing over $200 gigs. It's like let's get together, let's build, because it's enough money for everybody to do well.
For real. And if everybody gets together, at least we can educate these younger cats that are charging too little, or you know,
$50.
Yeah. And you know, or like $150 weddings, and it's like we can educate them and share the knowledge, and you know, just bounce ideas off of each other. And you know, a lot of times these guys learn. You know, I mean, I understand everybody's got to start someplace, but
my instance is since I've been here in Georgia, I've gotten a lot of so-called DJs, and I say so-called because I don't know anything about them, but they try to friend me. And the reason they friend me is if anyone's seen my setups and what I rock with, they basically friended me for info, not to friend me to network.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and I'm not, and as I try to explain to people, it's a cat I just let in the group, Jermaine. He's one that I went on and accepted because by friending him on Facebook, I always check out everybody. I always check out anybody that friends me because I want to know about, especially here when they're in the same state. I got to check them out because I know what I'm trying to do, and I'm not gonna help you undercut me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna help you. So, but Jermaine, he got his facades, he got everything that he wants for his setup. And I said, okay. And then I seen his occupation. And I said, okay, this brother can't do nothing but be straight. I ain't gonna put his occupation. I ain't nothing shady or nothing like that. But I seen how he was, and I said, okay, I can connect with this dude. If I got something, I know I can stand his way. Vice versa. Then I got Mike Dub, I got Chuck Lamar, and I got Jam. We just Jam here. You know what I'm saying? And all of them are in the group. So that's who I personally communicate here with. I ran across plenty of DJs. I had a guy. I was actually in my work vest, my little yellow vest, and he came up to me and he said, "Excuse me, are you DJ Jay Mathis?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "I recognize you, man. I follow you on YouTube." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's great." His name is DJ Tony. That's what I remember. He said, "I DJ at some club and blah, 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 and your stuff is dope. And, blah, blah, blah." He said, I would love to collab with you." And I said, "Okay, you can, get at me on social media. I see how serious you are, But then he go to ask me, "Man, how do you do your boosts? Where do you get your boosts from?" And my word is, before you mooch off someone else's info, try to do the research yourself. You feel what I'm
It's a
saying?
magical thing called Google.
Exactly. I had a guy ask me, "What is that? What kind of sheets am I using on my speaker stand?" I'm like, "What? Sheets?" I'm like, "Man,
I went to Bed Bath and Beyond, and I ordered some 2,500 thread count.
Right. It's amazing, man. But with what you have on, and I know Jay Rock and myself spoke, and I know what he's trying to create. Although I'm going on 6 years here in Georgia, I got to get him because Mike Dub is an hour from me. I think Chuck Lamar is about the same, but Jam is only like 25 minutes. So, but I got some things in plan for these guys. But these guys got to be a little more. I got to get in their heads and see where they at. You wasn't in the group yet, Warren. Jay Rock. I don't know if you remember when I had a YouTube DJ meeting with these guys.
Yeah.
We talked about some things, and it has not been initiated yet. You know what I'm saying? And I will be the go-to person to get it all started. So it's just like you. You know how you said you try to create something, and it's hard to get people who they say they want to join, but then they don't commit to it. So I can see big things going on, just like I see when I watch Warren's vlogs of all the scratch sessions he had. That's where I want to go. I just want to get a bunch of DJs over, connect. I done passed everybody to get it. I done Mike Dub. I'm busy. If I'm busy, I'm gonna give it to my people. You know what I'm saying?
Keep the money in the family. It's like,
I sent Mike Dub a gig that paid more than the gig I had booked because I don't cancel out on my people. He went and made more money than me, and I passed it to him. I knew how much. Actually, I think I told him the price that I quoted. I said, "But I can't do it because I'm already booked. But if you want it," because I think the client called me and I told him, I said, "Yeah, to get what you want is going to be about X amount of dollars from anybody I know." And they said, "Okay, just have them contact me." I knew he can get that money off of it. So he went and made some money. He even offered. He said, "Do He said, I need to connect with you so I can throw you something for this gig. I don't need nothing from you. You did the gig, bro. You know, we family. That's how I do. I don't need to make money off of you. Chuck Lamar threw something his way a couple of times, and because I was busy, Chuck Lamar sent me that little. Y'all remember that little movie theater ticket for Christmas?
Yeah.
Thank you note. That was for him, and it read, "Thank you for everything you've done and sent me and stuff like that."
That's a class act, though, man. That's a class act.
Mike Dub,
Salute.
Mike Dub contacted me about some karaoke files, and his words was, "How much you gonna charge me for the karaoke file?" I said, "Why would I charge you? Just come get them." Okay. That's it. I'm not a look to make money off my brothers. I'm a look to help get money with my brothers.
Yep.
You know, that's the same thing.
Don't make money off each other. Make money together.
Yes. You know, if some of you cats, if we were all in the same network, we'd be some dangerous people.
Man, if some of you guys was here in my market, it's like, because I got this saying, I try to tell, like, some of the local guys I know, don't buy what I buy something different, so together we can team up and have everything.
Exactly.
But everybody buy the same thing, man. Everybody want to buy the same thing. Everybody got the same. You got same everything. So it's like, I said, you know what? I give up. Y'all do y'all, I would do me, and we hopefully will network and do some stuff together.
Yeah, but I think sometimes, like, the difference with all of us, even our club DJs and mobile DJs, we'll all get together, like, for a charity event, and everybody spends for like 10 minutes, so everybody feels like they're a part of it, and everybody comes and breaks bread and talks DJ shop, and gets to spin and feel like they're participating, and it's hard when you're networking and everybody's just talking.
Yeah, because you know what, when you guys get together, you got some that look at it as like, I'm going to make some money, and you got some that said, I'm going to hang with my family and do something that I love to do. It's not all about the money. It's about the relationship. And that's what a lot of these people need to understand. Off topic, shouts out to Jamaica, Big J Entertainment in the house. What up, Jay? And Trilogy said, Dilemma, do you know anyone by the name of DJ Orion from Seattle? Oh
yeah, I do know Orion. He came up spinning in Seattle when I was in the clubs a lot, in the clubs heavy. Ryan's a cool homie. If you know him, shout out.
Look at Brian doing his shout out to Brian and his history. shout out.
All right, real quick, let's take a commercial break to shout out our sponsors.
Okay.
Big shout out to Jay Mathis Entertainment. Can be reached at 678-650-0917. Also, here's a quick promo from Power Jam DJ.
Power Jam's DJs. We have the talent and expertise to make your event a success. More than just DJs, exciting music and entertainment with lighting enhancements to create elegant atmosphere and lively dance floors. Trust us to use our array of services to create a fun and memorable experience. Corporate and community events, weddings, and private celebrations, Power Jam's DJs can bring your ideas to life with ambiance. Call today to learn more.
Yeah, I'm gonna reschedule something with Sokin, and I still want to get you on when I get him on. So we'll set something up.
You know what? I'm down for you guys whenever. I'm trying to just get it all together. It's fine.
It's about working over everybody's schedule, but we're gonna make it happen.
Oh yeah.
All right, what's up? We got DJ Spin Money showing love in the chat box. What's up, DJ Spin Money?
That's Sokin.
Spin Money 101 is Sokin? Okay.
Yeah, that's Sokin.
Hey, Sokin, you in the shower listening to us when you should be on?
Right. Tell him.
You should be on with us? Man, come on, man.
So, you can't be getting on all butt naked and stuff with soap on you trying to say what up. We don't want to know what's up.
Because he said he's soaking wet. That's
right. Something. What did he say? Yeah, you can get in. He said he can get in right now. Sokin, on your Facebook page, you about to get a message. So check it. Do it from your laptop, buddy.
Get it on board. Come on.
Jay Rock, send that to me.
Let's see what we got.
That's right, Jason, Big J. Unity, brother. Teamwork. Teamwork is the key in life. Man, I wish I was in Jamaica. Warren, if you ever watch Jason Stewart's, that's who Big J is.
I watch all you guys' vlogs. I'm like a YouTube junkie, so I watch everybody.
You know, I think everybody in this group was, but a lot slacked off since I kind of like put us together in our group.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can honestly say that because I was on YouTube faithfully on my phone. I was on it last night to midnight, and my wife over there tapped me like, "You come to bed?" I'm like, hold on, but on YouTube.
Yeah, no, I'm a junkie, man. I love that YouTube, so more than TV.
I think Jason, man, he has some of the most beautiful areas, man. Where he DJ Jamaica, the places, oh my God, it's gorgeous. Man.
Yeah, I would love to do some of his events. I'm gonna come and be a roadie one day.
Do a destination wedding out there for somebody?
I'm working on one now.
Jason said that's it. He has a guy in Jamaica that he partners with. His stuff, well, Jason's stuff and his stuff, vice versa. And we just trying to corner the market. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yep, that's how it's supposed to be. And I've been trying to preach that for the last 2 years, man. But it's different in my market.
Yeah, you can't get it, man. You know, and I know one person in my market, Mike Dub, and he constantly stay in contact with me. He wants to do more. I mean, he got his 9 to 5 too, but he wants to do more because, you know, he's coming from, I believe, Alabama. So, because he still drive to Alabama to do gigs.
Jeez.
Yes, he take that drive faithfully. I guess home is home. But
I drive like 4 or 5 hours to Virginia 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah, I seen your post the other day talking about some anywhere, any place. I'm like, go ahead, Jay Rock.
Yep, I'm serious. Anywhere, any place, we will be there. We got the budget.
I got a Detroit gig. Detroit is 746 miles from me. Nah, I pass.
I would do it. I will be there.
Yeah, enough. Hey, money talks, right?
Well, I would do it, but it was family, and they didn't want that money talk.
Oh, nah, okay. Yeah, see, my family, no.
Well, the person who got me started, DJ Lex, he's still in Detroit. So usually they call me and I send them his info. So he's a lot cheaper. What up, everybody? We got DJ Sokin finally joining us.
What's up, Sokin?
Oh, Sokin feeling fresh and clean or what, man?
You don't have any audio.
Hey, where's the audio, man? I click on that button, I think.
He didn't set up the sound. We got video, so I guess we got a puppet right now.
We had to hit him with. To the side.
If you can hear us,
nah, the scratch language.
We have no audio of you.
Yeah, click on the icon of the mic and select your mic.
Like
Should be at the bottom of the screen to the left.
Screen share, Jay Rock.
Let's see.
Sokin come late to the party and has no sound.
He can hear us. I can hear you now.
Okay, cool.
What up, Sokin?
What up, Sokin?
Hey,
All right, good to be here.
if you got the show playing, pause the show real quick.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm. Give me a second.
Or, yeah.
Where is this? Okay. All right.
Jason said your ad was dope.
Thanks, Big J.
Still over there getting some things together, Sokin?
Yeah. All right. Are we live still?
Yeah, we're live.
You on? You on?
Oh yeah.
We're looking at all that 12-inch back there. 12-inch vinyl, let me say it like that.
Hey, Sokin, send me that trust to my Dropbox.
Right. And Sokin is a Mackie fiend. That's who he is. But he buys the good Mackies, though.
Yeah, not the thumbs. But they're okay, you know.
Hey, look, I used to rock the thumps.
Yeah.
I used to rock the thumps. Now I'm on to bigger and better things, you know, with the QSC now. But
QSC man.
yeah, so we actually got you a little earlier than planned. You know?
Yeah. I wanted to eat dinner, but it wasn't ready when, you know.
Yeah, we've been on since 3:00 your time.
Yeah.
So chatting with DJ Dilemma.
Oh yeah, holding it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. He done pulled out the porta table and all that.
Yeah. Y'all probably wanted to see some scratching or something, huh? Because it was a scratch live thing.
Yeah, we know you ain't set up yet. We know you're not set up yet. You just got off work, so we understand. I'm still going. What I'm going to do, because like I just said, you got off work and just now getting settled. If you ain't even all the way settled, but we're gonna pull you and Warren in on another session, probably the next one.
Okay.
But I'm gonna keep both of you guys posted. Maybe we can do something then. Because actually, as a matter of fact, talking with Jay Rock, I'll give you advance notice, and we're gonna start that session a little later, probably about 2 hours later, Jay Rock, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, that works.
Because we're
It's not past your bedtime.
so we're actually looking at the 29th.
The 29th? Okay.
Yes, we're looking at the 29th. So we're gonna do our best to air our shows every 2 weeks, unless we, get too crazy, get a lot of people we want to put on and stuff. That we will change the.
Not as quickly as the guest on the 29th, though.
No, you might perform. You can be a guest or perform. It don't matter. Because we got some other guests we were not going to mention planned for the 29th, and we're going to have you guys on as well. Oh. So we're going to bring the scratch session back in effect since it actually didn't happen today.
Where's Andy at anyway?
So it'd be part 2.
You're right. Part 2, scratch session part 2. He got called in to work on the emergency. He messaged us about an hour before the show, 2 hours, something like that. So, yeah, we would have made it because I'm sure next time he's going to be playing out to just my thoughts alone, to have Sokin do a set, to have Dilemma do a set, to have Andy do a set. Oh my God. Oh my God. I had to keep that. I'll be bragging to people like, let me show you who we had on our show. So because we was talking about the blend challenge, man, and the set you, Warren, and Jay Rock did, man. And I told him I'm going light because I know we have a lot of DJs that don't do blends. So I didn't want to make them look like they didn't know what they were doing. So I did something real simple. Then we come to Warren, and I'm like, oh my God. Then we come to you, and I'm like, oh my God, this guy here did Jay Rock with the beat that he chose. I'm like, man.
See, for me, it's not about making nobody look no type of way. It's just everybody just put their best foot forward, and we celebrate each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I know no one was trying to put anyone down. It was just my thoughts on how easy I'm gonna do it because this is something in the group that I just started for the fellas, and I said I'm gonna do it easy so they understand what a blend is.
Yeah, but Sokin looked at the camera and said, "I'm gonna battle you all."
That's
what Sokin did.
Yeah.
I can still hear the beat. Everybody, I'm like, this guy just. Oh my God, that's what I mean. It was just like, I have a group of amazing fellas, and as the admin of the group, I'm so proud of all y'all. So proud.
Salute.
Jay Rock and Sokin. If y'all ain't look, y'all been in the group for a couple of years now. Going strong.
Wow.
I've never had an issue out of either one of them. You know what I'm saying? So,
So
and
you almost got mad at me when I bought those EVs back here, though.
just a little, but I was like,
It's
oh,
okay, Jay Rock. I rock EVs too. So even though you guys are QSC guys,
So I'm on Team EV2 in the studio.
well,
I
back
got
in the day,
passive
it wasn't
speakers
like a
and
real
50
beat.
amps, so what, I don't know what am I.
You your own. You your own. The only two people in the group that I know of that have Mackie is Ricky Thomas. He got the thumps, and you.
I got Mackies too, but it's a small Mackie setup. I got 350s for smaller venues. I use that in a small sound.
Yeah, the original SRMs were really good, and then they went to the third series or something like that. It's not all that.
Yeah, I got version 1, so.
Yeah, Italian made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's Italian made.
He's like, I'll give you a pass. They're Italian.
Yeah, that's see, Sokin know his Mackies. I give him mad props.
They're okay. I mean, I just wanted something a little different. I mean, they're
Well,
good.
You chose. I don't have a problem with Mackies. My problem, well, not so much of a problem. My issue was the comparison and to the thump and where was I gonna go, because I've had them altos and them altos murdered them thumps. They murdered the thumps. But now I'm with QSC and it's like, okay, now you need more because you got enough. And them altos was my first jump into the powered speaker setup. It's I don't now the Macs that you running. I actually like them boys.
Oh.
But I know you ain't gonna look. You into 3 styles and stuff like that. I know you ain't about to buy no crap. Cause I know
I didn't enter no 3 style though. No, nothing like that. I can't enter that.
I thought you entered it.
I entered like more of the local DJ battles.
Oh, okay. Well, it don't matter. Hell, you entered the DJ battle.
Yeah. Gentlemen, it's been 2 hours. Mother Nature is calling me. I'll be right back. Y'all keep chatting it up.
Go ahead.
You gonna go eat or what? Oh, I'm hungry.
Right. Yeah, it's been an amazing chat, man. Having Warren here. And now finally you. I know like I said, we couldn't do what was planned, but I don't fault you, so I don't think I do. Like I told these guys, it's my fault because I should have scheduled this at a later time, so it all fell in line right. So, but we're gonna do the next one. So, the next chat on the 29th, we probably start about 5 o'clock your time. So that's 4 o'clock, my time. So we started at 5 o'clock. Give everybody there, a chance. We're gonna push it back.
Special.
So I ain't worried about my time. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to get on and stuff like that because at the beginning we got a little nervous because I tried to give Warren Dilemma a call. Like, you ready? He was busy at the time. I'm like, where he at? Did he remember?
No, I was in the shower.
Well, congratulations, Warren, to the baby.
Hey, thank you very much. Can you tell no sleep?
Yeah.
So, but to our guests, Sokin, while we got you and stuff like this, we know you prefer turntables over controllers. Is there a controller that you actually like, that you touch, that you actually like being on?
I like the Vestex 380.
Oh, you know that.
I had the SX. SX is okay. Right now, as far as what I felt, will be the NS7.
Yeah. A lot of the turntable DJs still, they like the moving platter situation because I watch a lot of TLM videos. And
big ups to TLM.
Yeah, big ups. That boy dope. And
out in the Netherlands, man, Amsterdam.
Yes, he dope. And I know some people that hate him, and they have no. appropriate reason to hate them. They just haters.
Everybody got haters.
Yes. Yeah. But his preference was, he always do video reviews of. He did it on the SE. He did it on the NS7, and the SE had just came out, and he said he still, because he liked the movie Platters, preferred the NS7. No, I didn't hate on him for that because he's a turntablist, and that's what's expected. You used to what you used to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You prefer what you prefer. Now, I was on a turntable,
I'll tell you this though. I'll probably buy me a Pioneer just because maybe I think the quality of the sound will probably be better than Newmar.
Yeah, well, I can't knock that. I don't know. They saying that this new SZ, which we're not going up on.
Sokin likes this controller.
Yeah, I like that. I just got me a I just ordered the Radiant Fader, so
Nice.
yeah,
nice.
that portable movement thing is pretty big right now. So
I was telling these guys, man, it's just fun. So.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one thing I can say. When I watch any of Sokin's videos, he always look like he having fun. Always. And I can't do nothing but respect that, man. Your skill set on these turntables, and it's kind of, I kind of dread to say it, because if we got anyone watching that has never seen them, they probably like, hey, I want to see this dude on there. So, they can always go to your YouTube channel, which we give everybody a plug on their channel at the end of this. But you do it with ease. I'm sorry, you make it look so easy. You know what I'm saying? And your skill set is just superb to me. I just sit there. I mean,
okay, that's enough.
He's like, no.
it's just the truth, dude. It's just the truth.
Oh, man, Sokin, you dope, Sokin.
You dope. You very dope. And I'm proud to have you in the group for your skill set. As far as what we do, represent. Truly represent. So, but you rocking on 1200s, right?
Yep. And a Vestex, old school Vestex.
I remember when you
2000,
were.
right?
Huh?
2000, right?
I think it's
2000.
I think it's a one. I don't know what it is, but I didn't look at it. But it's the silver one.
I got one of
The
those.
one that you just picked up. I remember them.
Yeah, from Andy.
Yeah.
He sold the pair with cases for $350. So I drove all the way to Fresno to go pick it up.
Look
Yeah,
at
that's all.
Drive.
Look at War. Look at when you said the price is mouth. Oh my God. So, have you had a chance to look at Warren's, Dilemma Studio?
No, not really.
Oh my God. You haven't?
He's gonna give us a tour next week on the next call.
I mean, I seen it like in the background with his videos, but I didn't see everything.
Oh yeah, man. This.
I mean, I saw a lot of turntables.
Yeah.
How many turntables you got, Warren?
I don't know, man. To be honest with you, what do I got? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 12 in here, and then I got a few in flight cases for road gigs, and then I got probably a couple more boxes.
Shouts out to DJ Dilemma's wife for putting that with
He said I got 600 turntables.
I'm gonna have a mission to have one in the living room. Two turntables in the living room. See if I can do that. I want to see that.
My wife listens to records too because she likes the warmth, and we got a 1200 in the living room as like a listening station. So,
Well, Dilemma, you should have been around. Jay Rock just sold a pair of gold 1200.
Food?
Yeah.
damn.
Gold.
Go 1200s. That I paid $80 for.
You did
What?
$80. $80 for the pair with the road case with an SL1 box.
Where?
Somebody was feeding. Somebody needed something bad.
No, see, this is how it worked out, right? I had a light, 2 lights that he wanted, and I paid $80 for the lights. So he traded me the 1200s for the 2 lights. So I got the 1200 for $80.
I jumped on that too. Oh my God.
Man, you know how many people hate you right now?
Right. I I was super jealous when he got him because he posted it. And I was like, what? I'm looking for him and he traded some dang on lights.
I sold them for $1,300.
Man.
That's still hella cheap for gold ones.
They're the gold ones too?
They're the gold ones.
Oh,
No,
man.
no, they not the gold, the official gold ones. They had a gold skin on them.
Oh, I thought they were like the gold tone arm, like the DMC champion type.
No, it's not those. I know a guy selling a pair of those for $750. I'm trying to buy those off of him now.
Speaking of gold, I just got me some skins from 12-inch, my 12-inch. I think that is. Just got some skins for gold. I'm getting the gold skins for the turntable and my new Pioneer S9. So.
Oh, you got the S9 now?
Yeah, I just got the S9 about a month ago or 2 months ago.
Awesome.
I've seen that post. How you liking it so far?
Oh, it's lovely. I'm more like a rain guy, but after I felt that crossfader on that S9, wow.
Yeah, but RIP Rain, so you're better off with the Pioneer now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of another reason why I went with Pioneer.
R.I.P. Rain.
Yeah, they got bought out, man. What's crazy is Rain used to be the Rain offices used to be like 45 minutes away from my house, man. So we were all getting like parts for Rain mixers, and they were really good to the community. And now they're gone.
If I remember correctly, when the news came out about Rain being sold, I think I seen Sokin post that it's time to change.
Yeah, that was the reason why.
They sold it to the same company as
customer service, and that's the reason why I stuck with Rain too. Their customer service
You
is.
said they sold it to who? Delivered?
Newmark, the same company as Newmark.
Oh, okay. Wow. Somebody trying to take over the industry, man. Somebody trying, but you gotta wonder, did they keep the employees? Bring their own in?
No, they let all the employees go. All them guys are jobless. So, because that's local to me.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's all gone.
That's sad. That's very sad. People that work their tail off to come up with this bill.
Newmark.
Yeah. You see,
Speaking of Denon got some new stuff that's coming out that looks
we was talking about it, man. I actually want to get my hand on them CD players and that turntable.
Yeah.
That mixer look like it's a monster too. We talk about the decks and the turntable, but we didn't talk about the mixer, man.
Yeah, but Jay, you want that S9. You want that S9.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt the S9. Now I told you I'm a Pioneer fanatic, but see, and that's where I will go when I get a hold of some more turntables. I'm going S9 or better.
You want the 4 channels though? You should just get the Nexus. I think the effects are easier to use. That's more like for a club.
I don't need the 4 channels. I mean, you gotta look at it like this. Not this back here, but I got the SZ, which is 4 channels. And I've had this since it came out, and I still haven't used 3 or 4 yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On this, I done opened up 4 decks and messed around with the channel, but on the SZ, no, I don't really use the 4 channels, so I'm not particular on I have to have 4 channels. No. But that S9, it's I haven't heard anything. I think I may have heard one bad thing about it, and that was just because somebody was straight tractor. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there was a lot of haters on that S9, especially the turntables at first, because they're big hardcore Rain fans.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started seeing them picking up an S9. I'm like, what happened?
Yes, I've seen a lot of turntable people who they were. I ain't gonna say against the S9 because I didn't hear anything negative, but when they got and this is recently, within recent weeks, when they finally got the S9, it was on social media bragging, like, I finally got it. And I'm like, that must be a monster. Because they happy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Pioneer doing it, man. Even though they sold their branch, they still coming out with exceptional products. And that's the main thing.
Yep.
I'm going to remain Pioneer until something else come up. Nothing against Newmark, because I think the NS7 is a beast.
I just love the moving platters, man.
Yeah, I'm more of a moving platters guy too. Well,
It's that hybrid between analog and digital. Plus, I'm a technology geek.
Mechanics of DJing, that's why.
Well,
He's moving platters. He's feels good.
like I spoke of earlier, I had the Denton 3500 moving platter.